Rosewood.
Hey, this is Rosewood 59 here. Today I'm going to show you guys how I made these really cool mushroom stools or step stools, and you can download these free plans and enjoy the video. To make your top, we're going to make a circle. I'm doing it on the table saw with a jig here. I wanted to show you this idea. I saw it online. I will put a link below on where I saw it off of the internet. If you didn't have this or didn't want to make one, you certainly can do it on the bandsaw. If you don't have a bandsaw, you can use a jigsaw to cut out your circle for the top. And all I'm going to use is I have leftover 2x12. If you did not have a 2x12, you certainly could take 2 pieces of 3/4 inch pine, glue them up together, wait till it dries, and then cut out your circle that way. And so basically what I did was, like I said before, I took my leftover 2x12 and I cut it 11 inches because it's roughly, I think, 11 1/8 or so, something like that. So it works for this. Then I just found the center by taking a ruler and just putting an X right through the center, and then I drilled a 3/8 hole because I have a 3/8 hole here on my dowel, and it's 5.5 because you want to find the radius of the circle. So I basically did that, and then once you do that, you want to line it up, which can be a little bit tricky, I find, at first. And now that I got it in place, you're going to slowly cut it with a table saw on, and when it's on, you're going to slowly cut one piece and then turn it a little bit, just like making a stop sign. So you're going to make a mini octagon at first, and you're slowly going to take pieces away, and as you slowly turn and take it away, you're going to come up with this circle. Now for our top, we want to give this nice round over look to it to make it look more like a mushroom. So what we're going to do is going to use our laminate trim router, and you're going to use a 1/2 inch round over bit, and you're just going to go ahead and round it all over. Now that we've got our rails and side pieces cut to final dimensions, we're just going to go ahead and put our rails aside here for a second. And what we're going to do here is we want to make the angle so the mushroom kind of looks like it's more in an angle. So what we're going to do is measure from the top 1.5 in, and on the other side too, 1.5. So this point here becomes your 5 inches. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your mark down here and the 1.5 that you marked up here, and use a ruler or a straight edge and draw a straight line all the way up, and just make a little pencil mark on this side, and this side and this side we're going to cut out. And to do both sides exactly the same, it's easier if you just take some double-sided tape and line everything up and then stick it together. That way then when you go ahead and cut it on the bandsaw, everything is all nice and lined up. Now we're going to take our rails, and by using our Craig jig here to make pocket hole joints, and we're going to do 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top. And now we're ready for assembly. I just got 1 more screw to put in here, and just make sure with your joints that you use glue. And I'm just using 1¼ inch coarse thread Craig screws. And I'm also just using here this 90-degree angle. It's by Milwaukee, but it comes in handy especially in really small places. So I really recommend this tool. It's really cool. And just go really slow with your impact driver just because you don't want to crack anything as you're doing this. And there we go. And this is what it looks like so far. And there's the top. And all we're ready to do is paint it. Once you have finished painted your top, now what we want to do is we want to add the white to our mushroom to make it look like a mushroom. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your template that I've included in the free plans for the top, and you want to cut them out, tape them together, and then cut out the areas that are going to be the white dots. Then you want to trace it out. I used a Sharpie black because on red it was hard to see the pencil lines, so I'd recommend that. And then once you've got it all traced out, what you want to do is you want to take some frog tape here, and this one is just a yellow one because it's non-sticky so much compared to the green frog tape because I recently painted the top. Then you just want to take your frog tape and just carefully, as you can see, go all the way around the outside from your circle that you all put on from each of them with your Sharpie. And then you're going to go ahead and prime it because it is red. Or if you have paint and primer paint, you can just go ahead and do 2 coats of that. That's fine. I don't have any, so I'm just going to go ahead and just prime it and then put 2 coats of my white on top. Once you have finished painted everything, you want to add the eyes on now, and you just want to cut out the template and just use some carbon paper behind, and we're just going to go ahead and just use a pencil and just trace out your eyes. And once you've done that, you have something that looks like this. And then you're just going to go ahead and paint black and then white on the inside. To assemble the top, all we need is some L brackets and number 8 screws, 5/8 inch long, and just go ahead and screw them all down. And once you have completely screwed all your screws in, you're ready to enjoy your very own mushroom stool. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video of the mushroom stool or step stool. And also comment and subscribe.